a round in your handguns or your rifle.
Those guys has like a Mac 10 or something like that. You see that? Like there's one like second from the left in that group. Yeah, I was like behind people.
Cassidy, I'm not in Louisiana.
I just barely.
Are you kidding?
The water bottles, like,
there's a bunch of freaks out there today.
I'll point it out if I can. But I love finding like everyone's got names.
I'm just bringing the content.
I'm okay with any of
these Mac 10s and stuff. It's like, wow, I thought they only had that in
maybe.
GoldenEye. I've also been very fond of finding fouls in real life. It feels like a cop. It doesn't even. It feels like it's not a gun that really exists. It's just like an invention of video games. And then I like. Then I see it out here like.
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing there. One guy posted the other day that they were supposed to show up. This time it's supposed to be with so many more of them. So I'm not really sure.
I was once bantering about like
just hope no one shoots themselves. That's all I gotta say.
this literature with somebody like while I had a live feed going, and I was like, "Who is that philosopher? I forget the name." And like someone sent me a DM like with the name of the guy who I was talking about.
Yeah, I like that. Hopefully this is the end of the
Right.
match.
It's like, thanks guys. I'm all worried about like, oh, what if the government's spying on me? And then I'm like, this is my wiretap. I use it.
You saw that picture of me with the feds with my feed in Portland.
What? I actually don't know what you mean.
There was a photo of the feds like.
Oh, there's a
center.
photo of someone looking at your feed. Oh my
They had
god.
all the feeds up and my feed was highlighted.
That's
Like great.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
There's another group showing up too in Texas. It's
like
not the NFAC.
the parking.
It's these fellas right here. They've been marching down the road for a while. They're all armed and everything too. But I'm not too sure what group this is.
Yeah, I love this chapter.
But of course the difference in size is quite a bit different. So.
Just a couple minutes away.
Are we at 4 p.m.?
And of course, our good friend Grandmaster Jay there, he's the only one that's,
Check out that mag.
or he's always the one that's, you know, all ready for the entertainment. He's going to show us force. Oh.
God.
You're right. They never will. But we'll see how many feeds we can find and see how close we can get to the front.
All right.
Someone messaged me, audio is loud and clear. Thanks, friend.
the end of the march. All right. You guys have a good day. Are you able to check things on the phone? You're already going. All right.
Nothing. I'm live, so I can't do like anything.
I'm curious. The last time I tried to go live on Facebook, it did send me a message saying not allowed.
Oh. You're curious if it would work?
Yeah.
So it might make sense for us to wrap there, because ultimately the march goes that way. So if we're not going to be able to see them really there, maybe it makes sense to be ahead a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so for those of you that are watching, anyone that is not a member of NFAC is not allowed to be inside.
Well, I heard something, and I don't know how accurate it is, but the Proud Boys are supposed to meet up with them or something like that. Not meet up, but they're supposed to do something, and I haven't seen any of that yet. And I'm kind of interested in seeing how that plays out, considering the fact the leader of the Proud Boys is a colored gentleman. So I don't know if there's a side or what's happening. Granted, you know, I don't follow that enough, and maybe I should. You know, I like to watch old Grandmaster Jay, a couple minutes of his live streams every once in a while. This guy walking in front of the screen. Oh, I don't have it up. See if he shows the other one. I watch him quite a bit. Let me see if I can bring him back. No, I can't. Anyway, there's one guy that I watch quite a bit. He's the one that said they're showing up. I thought he said the 13th, but I guess it's today. He's a really, you know, he seems to be really knowledgeable about guns. I really like listening to his videos. There he is. You can see him walking right there with the hood over his head. I think he's Grandmaster Jay's like right-hand man or something. You're right, Midas has grown a lot in numbers. I mean, huge. But at this point, I'm only seeing 2 live feeds from there. I'm sure there'll be more coming up soon. Hopefully, anyway.
Yo, what are y'all doing? Go in the parking lot. Go in the parking lot.
Oops, we lost one.
Yo. If you hungry, you got a bag. Go in the parking lot, bro.
You know what, Jill? I think you're right on about that. I think they need to hold cops accountable, but we also need to hold accountable the people that get out there and cuss them out and antagonize them and don't stop when they're asked to be stopped and throw things at them. And you know that I think that the road goes both ways. I really do. I think you have a lot of corrupt cops out there. There's no doubt in my mind. But on the same hand, I think that it wouldn't be as bad if people would just, stop acting so tough and stop being such idiots. I think that the crimes against police, if they do something wrong, anything racial injustice, that, prosecution needs to be tenfold, 110%, a lot more against it. But I'm not going to hold, the entire police force accountable for one man's actions. That's just, to me, it just doesn't make sense. So how can anybody say, just like what you said, F the cops, when it's just a couple of the individuals? So do we have to say, well, the heck on Wells Fargo Bank because they repossessed my car because they shouldn't have? No, it's one moron behind the computer that did something wrong. So we have one moron behind a badge that did something wrong. Now you're going to disown the entire force? Well, same aspect, You got one moron out there that's acting the fool, turns around and runs or shoots at a police that gets shot, and now it's the whole thing. So, that's just my opinion, and we're all entitled to the opinion. So,
Yeah, dude, I woke up this morning like super early to catch this flight.
What time was it?
6 on my flight. Flight was at 8.
I don't see anybody as a group. We are all one group. We all bleed the same color. We all have good, we all have bad, and that's just the way that it should be. And those that do bad should be held accountable for it. That's just my opinion. Well, I don't know why you'd want to dismantle all the good ones. There's quite a few good ones. I think it's you start holding them accountable for it. Any crimes that have been committed against them, well, you don't slap them on the hand. You don't give them 10 years. You give them life. That's just the way it is. I mean, heck, we're releasing so many people from prison now. How can you be mad at them? You want them to go to jail, but California, they're getting rid of them all. They're releasing everybody. So how does that work out? I think it's rotten from both sides, and until everybody gets together and learns that magic word respect for one another, it'll never change. Kaylee, I don't know if this is a protest or if this is what this exactly is, but this is NFAC, and I'm told there's supposed to be thousands of them. Exactly, Jill, become a roofer. There you go. Well, that's a good question, Jill. Did they kill, though? Did they actually kill out of self-defense? Did they kill wrongfully? If they killed wrongfully, they need to be held accountable, and, I think that they shouldn't be treated the same as normal people that commit murder out there. I actually think police officers that kill unjustly need to be held to a higher standard, and they need to be put in prison for a lot longer, what I think once we took away the death penalty, people thought it'd be okay. We can get ourselves go in there and commit a crime, and you'd be able to stay alive for the rest of your life. I think that's wrong. So I'm not understanding how you are comparing cops to slavery. Well, if more white women committed crimes, you're absolutely right. Then they need to go to jail. For anybody to sit here and tell me that they're just driving down the street, picking up a person and throwing them into prison based off the color of their skin, I'm going to have to disagree with you.
Sorry.
I really am. They don't just tack on charges just because of who you are. They tack on charges because of what they've done. We have a justice system that proves it. I don't think that just because of color of their skin they get off on crimes and they say, oh, that's okay. I don't think that is. And maybe you're right. Maybe they don't get noticed as much. But, you know.
Very, very confusing.
Maybe they. I don't know. I don't have the answer for it. I'm not here to debate it. I'm just here to show what's happening. What's nice is we can all agree to disagree. And it's not an all-white justice system. You can't see it. Here, look at the camera screen. Let me put this back over here. Do me a favor while the screen's here. You count all the white cops for me, will you, please? I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess not. You're welcome, Kaylee. Thanks for coming. Well, Darlene, you're right, I'm not. But you're going to judge me based off of the color, by the sound of my voice, right? And that's the problem with this. Because let me tell you, I have 3 children, and they're mixed. So for anybody to call me racist based off the sound of my voice shows the stupidity level of it. I appreciate you coming in. But no, I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never experienced it. Yes, I have. Firsthand on both sides. Well, vote. They are allowed to make rules. But they're not going to go against the Constitution. And it's stuff like that. People are in this thing right here judging me right now based off of my voice. You don't even have a clue who I am. And you're telling me that I don't know what it feels like? How do you know? No, I guess you can. I think that would be hypocrite. Problem is, we're just so busy wanting to change all the rules. Why don't we stop changing the rules and follow the rules? Okay. Based off of what I'm spewing. It's called an opinion. Change them. Let's change them. Here's what I would like to do, and this is my opinion. I'd like to live by the Constitution that made the United States of America so great. Where in that Constitution does it show anything about racism?
Part of the group that marches with NFAC, then there's going to be a police line.
I'm not going to get into this huge debate with anybody on YouTube, I'll tell you what. But we need to start looking at the Democratic Party, because those are the ones that had slaves. Republicans fought not to actually have slaves. Did we forget about that part of history? And how did this turn into being a racist topic anyway?
Are you just using this as a press pass?
Yeah. You don't need it, but just in case.
Maya, if that's how you believe, then you just continue to believe that. Either way, I respect you for being a human being.
Thank you. That's a good idea. Oh, you're gonna give me some love? My hair was
Yeah, no matter how perfectly you do it, it's always going to take just a little
I know.
skin of hair.
It's always
Oh,
my
so
hair
they always
was,
do this formation thing where they use their arms, isn't it?
You don't need my respect. Absolutely not. And I respect the fact that you don't want to give me none.
That they're supposed to be a part of each other.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Never theoretically, that's the distance.
And see, that's what it is. It's all taught. Hate is taught. Racism is taught. Well, she's here because she wants her voice heard. And I haven't deleted her because let's hear her voice. It doesn't mean you have to listen to it. That's what's the problem here is it's all taught. It's all taught. Someone judging me, telling me I'm racist based off the sound of my voice shows exactly what they're talking about. Yes, it is. Everything coming out of your mouth, Maya, is hate. It all has to do with hate. Your hatred for anybody else, someone that's not like you.
See much right now. Also looking directly into the sun.
Andrew Icarus filming too close to the sun. Andrew Icarus filming too close to the sun.
Your hate doesn't affect mine at all. Because in all honesty, I can really care less what anybody thinks about me. Moose, you're absolutely right. I choose not to get involved in it because I don't believe in it. But unfortunately, I have a live stream showing this, and I got the first person coming here who wants to start screaming at me.
It's definitely not the turnout that
But they're not the hateful ones. Thanks, Maya. Oh, Jill, I have no idea what it is. No one ever said Republicans are best for blacks. Well, I did say I was a Republican. They said if you want to blame slavery, why don't you start talking to the Democrats, because they're the ones that wanted to fight to keep slaves. Republicans fought to get rid of it. Or at least the history books that I read said that. Well, Maya, you just keep on with your divided ways. Hope that works out for you. I really appreciate you coming in too, by the way. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. capacity, that is 100% true, and I respect everybody for their opinions. Because that's what made America great.
What's your name?
Andrew.
Okay, you're him. Jay just sent me.
Jill, I agree. I think we should look at where the civil unrest come from. You're welcome, Philly Strong. Thanks for coming in.
You got to get out. You got to get out. You took him out.
I want him out.
They threw him out. I wonder why they threw him out. Jill, I think it came from hate. Lack of respect.
Everybody carries their weapons around table. I don't want to see nobody walking with their weapons just clean. Everybody carries their weapon the same way. I don't want to see nobody walking with their weapons just clean. Now put your guns in the air. Put them up.
The march is just getting ready to start. So there was a little warm-up speech by Grandmaster Jay.
They good, Jimmy. Them too good. I want y'all to compress through those cars and come on up here behind us. Keep your head on a swivel. Everybody out here is not your friend. Bring them up right here. And I want y'all to tighten this up. Get it right here. I want y'all to tighten it up. We're about to take a stroll. Black folks, y'all all right? Yeah. Y'all know we're here for y'all, right?
Yeah, you're right.
White folks, don't take it personal. We just love our own kind. That's all. Doesn't mean we hate you. We just love on our own people.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Once we start walking, you know the rules of engagement. Pay attention to my instructions. And remember what I said. We don't start nothing. We end everything. Oh, everybody relax. Everybody relax. Everybody
don't be
stay
scared, don't be
the
scared.
fuck down here. Everybody has to fuck up. Your hand is mine. They don't want it at home.
Well, Cassidy, that's where it all starts. That's the divided that we were all talking about. The diversity, the better than the nether. Everything else. It's just, can't we just all get along?
Don't they stay there over there? And leave us alone.
Did you see anything happen up here?
No.
It was somebody that said, I'll fucking kill you. They was down on that end. And they started, well, I guess somebody ran that fucking way. Maybe somebody just said, I'll
Shots fired.
somebody said, I'll fucking kill you. Somebody said, I'll fucking kill you.
They're saying shots fired at the park.
Fall back. We go.
Okay, Lee, you're absolutely 100% right. Problem is that this is what I find comical is whenever we talk about racism, or all the comments of this racism from this live stream has been whites versus blacks and so on and so forth. You know, isn't there different kinds of racism out there? So which side does Hispanics fall in? That's what I want to know.
Feeling awfully naked without a bulletproof vest right now.
Yep.
They on the corner not doing their fucking work like they never fucking do. They just shot some fucking body. They don't make no fucking sense. They do fucking nothing. Nothing good. They do nothing fucking good for people, bro.
Maya, I don't know, but if I remember properly, slavery ended a very long time ago. And in order for anybody to move forward, I mean, none of my ancestors owned slaves. Kamala Harris's ancestors owned them, that's proven. Maybe we should direct our comments over there to her. If you want, Maya, I can see if I can dig up her email address. That'd be a good question for her.
Like I said to y'all, no fucking more, man. Y'all motherfuckers on the end, bro. Bring that shit down.
Noodle, I'm sorry to see anybody's lives wiped out. I just wish we'd all get together and have a Modelo or something, you know? Now, don't give anything excuses out there, Maya. Come on now. It happened. It's in your ancestries. Slavery, slavery, no matter how you look at it.
I told y'all that this was not going to be like any other formation that we did. Told y'all. I left everybody in a wheelchair. I left everybody who couldn't move, shoot, and communicate. I left all the pregnant people. I left everybody because I don't want to see nobody down here but my warriors. People that's ready to fight. I want y'all to know you're walking into the
Jill, I
battlefield.
personally think we should just
And all that bullshit they've been talking
vote
about
on the
us
stimulus
social media.
package. Let's get everybody the help they need, and we'll go back and talk about the rest later.
Now somebody
It's been months
got
already.
hurt. We're going to wait for them to move that person out. We still going down there.
This guy up front with a thing on his head, I like that guy. In the front on his knee. I watch him quite a bit. He's got some really good videos. Yeah, well, Maya, they sure do own a bunch of slaves. If they stopped doing crimes, they wouldn't be slaves in the institutions. Imagine how much money you'd save on taxes if you didn't have to support them. Kaylee, he always says stuff like that. I don't know if he's anticipating or what. This guy's live stream wouldn't stop bouncing around. Maya, oh Maya, please don't blame other people for the fact that you don't have any money.
Somebody must got shot. Yeah, somebody got shot down.
Can I check you?
No, tripod, this is just the NFAC showing force, I think is what they call it. And this one, they're supposed to have thousands compared to the hundreds that they had last time. This time they want to have thousands.
To the people watching, apparently somebody was shot or a shot was fired and somebody was injured at basically the park that's their destination. If you've been watching my Twitter, it sounds like it's basically where I was tweeting from before.
I think it's up there.
When a few hours ago before I headed over here. There were, at the time that I was there, individuals who were kind of, Black Panther, etc., but not part of the NFAC, as well as right-wing militias as well.
I think they're doing something with the old...
But at this point, they explain that they're still going to do their march, but they're going to wait until whatever situation happened there is resolved. So that's why they're waiting now.
Yeah, I know.
I became self-employed about 20 years ago. And ever since then, every time a bill came due, I had two choices. Either not pay it or go out and make the money to pay for it. So I chose to go out and make the money to pay for it.
Andrew, are you seeing anything online about what just happened?
I'm trying to upload a video for the last 25 minutes, so...
Oh, God. This is before whatever just happened? I'd cancel it and find out if you could. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do with your thing, but like...
Well, no, I just tried posting another tweet, just saying exactly that.
Right.
It seems like it's posting.
The thing is, we had, like... There's left-wing and right-wing people with guns out there. Like, honestly, I have just, like, unreported, like, someone...
We a new generation. Look, black, white,
no idea.
everybody's in the street. This is humanity, so this is real.
Combination.
One of the biggest pieces of Black Lives
NFAC. Let's take a walk.
They're more shit.
Wow, Cassidy, I know. I've never ever had that before. So we need to make it interesting for the people, I guess. Appreciate everybody watching. Trying to find more streams, but I can't seem to find any.
Head on the swivel.
Sneaky Toaster, thanks for coming.
Tighten it up! Stay alert, stay alert, stay alert!
Be alert.
not call out cadence.
I love this.
Me too, I love it.
Tides being hung. Enough is enough. There you go. Gotta run. Keep alive, keep alive. Come on, Ro.
I'm running into stuff.
Watch yourself, man.
Damn! All black people. They did have a shooting earlier. But,
These guys aren't that bad.
And then did you hear any reports about the shots that were fired?
That was down on that end.
Yeah. What was that about?
I don't know. Probably somebody had their finger on the trigger when they shot.
All right. And is there, I guess, everything that's been going on today? Have you seen any acts of violence yet? Any sort of, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Come on, Tuka.
Yeah, Kaylee, I think this is just a show of force. I was watching one of the live streams of the day, and they're talking about how they had just hundreds before. Now they want to come out with the thousands. Looks like it was all planned because they got all the barricades on the side of the road. So they must have a designed route they're taking. I know, drop that bag. Hopefully they don't shoot each other.
Yeah, there's two of them up there. Yeah, two of them. Hold. Hold. Hold.
Everybody right here, we're coming right through. Clear the fall back. I did not tell you to go into that zone. I'm talking to these people. Fall back. Clear that area out. Cameraman, move that shit out the way if you want it. Camera system, move it out the way if you want it. Clear the way, baby. People to the left or the right of that little office.
Nope, Sneaky, you're absolutely right.
I'm going to say it one more time. I'm being real nice about it.
It's soon to happen. That guy there, I think that's the guy that's got the YouTube channel. He does some really good videos.
Pulled that shit a little while ago and it been, oh man, it really been fucking.
They're not here too, Brett.
Still in.
And that's not all.
So I don't know what the number count is, but it's a very
Hear me, huh?
Sorry.
black costume, you better step up. Hang around, you better step up. Your father being exposed, he was saying the same.
I have the mic right here, man. Right here. I'm on the side. Yes, sir. Mic check one. We good. He need to move his transmitter, bro. Your transmitter. Move your transmitter, bro. That's why it's cutting off on me, okay? Remember, I'm a DJ too, okay?
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Lafayette. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. You got to be better than that, bro. This is what I told y'all. I don't do this nowhere. You get this shit together.
Right.
You had all day know we was coming. And if you gave me that broke mic, give me that one you got right there laying on the ground.
Talk to us, black man.
I came too far for this.
How you doing, brothers and sisters? Let the brother hear you. Come on.
NFAC, where you at? Make some ancestors. You got me, bro? Am I good? Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. All right, I'm gonna try this one more time. And I really hope it's not that my voice is just too damn powerful. NFAC. I'm doing a mic check. Make some ancestral noise out this motherfucker, please. All right, let me try this one more time. Last time I checked, the Constitution of the United States applies to everybody. Last time I checked. Newsflash, America. That includes black people too. Not sometimes, not maybe, perhaps, not depending on which one we decide to exercise, not depending on how you was raised, not depending on the fact that you still think of us as property, not depending on any of that shit. It's either all of us or none of it. It's either all the rights or none of the rights. It's either peace and equal justice for everybody, or there's nothing but war and calamity for everybody. Now, down here in Louisiana, I know y'all been dealing with a lot of shit. Am I lying? And I also know y'all about sick of this shit. Am I lying? Uh-huh. A lot of y'all said it's happening at the hands of the police. People getting shot, then they don't want to tell you what happened. People getting brutalized, they lying about what happened to him, saying he died in a car accident, but the boy looked beat to death to me. Karma is a motherfucker, isn't it? The way you lied is the way you died. Said that boy hit a tree, and then the person who killed him, he died by hitting the tree. Did you know that? You see, when it's our time, it doesn't make a difference what color your skin is if you ignore the history that we have in this country. Black people have been oppressed, depressed, marginalized, lied on, copied off of, and handed a raw fucking deal for almost 250 years in this country.
Right.
Somebody said they wanted to make America great again. Nah. What they meant by make America great was when it was great for them, but fucked up for you. I can't remember a time in this country when it was great for us. Let me see, was it great during slavery? Hell no. Was it great during Reconstruction? Hell no, they burnt all our shit down. Was it great during Jim Crow? Crow? Nah, we couldn't even come to the front door. Was it great during the 70s when we started to get our shit together? Nah, because then they hit us in the 80s with crack. And then they tell you when to go to bed, when to wake up. Goddamn morals, because you're programmed by the music that's not controlled by us. Maybe it happened in 2000 after 9/11 and they snatched all our goddamn liberties, and now they tell you when to go to bed, when to wake up, what you can and can't do. Maybe it was then. No, it wasn't then either. Maybe it was shit, it never was. It ain't never been great for black people in this country. Stop telling us that goddamn lie. And don't act like it happened so long ago. It was only 156 years ago. That's 2 lifetimes. You can't fix 400 years of fucking people over in 150 years. They tell me that people ain't got a job. They lost their jobs because of the quarantine. That's interesting. We work for free. We work for free for 246 years. We should get a job, not have to look for one. Every black person should be given a job. Why? Because you work for free for so fucking long. Let us work now and pay us. Then we talk about the ones that say, well, you know, we helped build this place. You didn't help build shit. You were enslaved. There's a difference. When I help build something, I benefit from it equally. But when you beat me, rape my women and my men, scatter us around, destroy my culture, and then brainwash us after you erased everything we knew about ourselves. And anytime we try to stand up and arm ourselves, anytime we try to get organized, anytime we try to show some backbone, anytime we want to love on ourselves, don't mean we hate you, we just love ourselves. You motherfuckers got a problem with that. So guess what? We changed the game on you. You see, marching didn't work. Singing and shit didn't work. Holding hands didn't work. Being kumbaya didn't work. They didn't pay no attention to that shit because they still kept on killing us, didn't they? They still started saying the wall was guilty, but the girl with fire. With fire. Eye for an eye. You take out one of ours, we take out 10 of yours. All these brothers and sisters out here from the NFAC, they not here for nothing. We don't start any, but we finish everything. I want to clear something up for y'all Lafayette, because a lot of y'all listen to that bullshit social media. The NFAC on social media is misrepresented. Oh, they say we terrorists. Oh, they say we out to kill the white people. Oh, they said that we are FBI operation. Oh, they said we a bunch of agents. I don't know what the fuck kind of agents would freeze black people. But I want y'all to know something. Black people, we were created for you, by you, to protect you, to police you, to educate you on firearms, and to educate you on when you can carry a weapon like this in the face of the police and they can't do a damn thing about it. People always say, well, y'all ain't fired a shot yet, because ain't nobody ever shot at us. No, y'all missed that shit, went right over your head. No one has ever attempted to attack the NFAC. And I don't give a shit what they say. It still ain't happened. So, when the good congressman said he would kill me
10 of y'all
and drop 10 of my people
without dropping his beard. Where you at?
Make my mama cry. Mama called me, y'all. My mama said, they said they gonna kill you. I said, Mama, she said, go knock him out. To have a sitting U.S. congressman say that about legally armed U.S. citizens practicing their constitutional rights. I could not believe that a person from the government said that about a citizen of the same government.
Louisiana bread.
So y'all know we pull up. Where we here?
Where you at?
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
What have we got here?
Say hi.
Okay. I guess that was bullshit too. Okay, no problem. You good, you good. But we came down here today to stand with y'all in solidarity. We came down here because everybody got a big sister that comes look out for them. Y'all need to consider us your big brothers and your big sisters. You can listen to these other people try to scare you all you want. But I will tell you this. NFAC, I want you to stand down. Do not engage weak-minded people. And shit. You let your emotions get the best of if you want to, but everybody knows over here, facts over what? Facts over what? Fuck your feelings don't mean nothing to us. We deal in facts. We came to stand in solidarity with the NAACP and all the other activist groups that are out here, because it seems like any other time y'all try to protest, they want to do stuff to you. They want to tear gas you and hit you over the head. Isn't it strange that when we come out, that doesn't happen? Nobody gets tear gas, nobody gets knocked over the head. I wonder why. You know why? Because you always look at power with power. Power respects power. And you all have the right to exercise the same power that we are exercising up here. You can organize yourselves. You can arm yourselves. And you can tell them, I have a right to carry this weapon. And nobody's going to take it from us. So we came down here because we family. All of us. And what they do to you, they doing to us. And don't think that we're going to leave. Oh, no. We like it here. We really do. Matter of fact, they took me to the restaurant last night, y'all. Nah, it was the fiery crab joint. See, look at them. You know about that? Yeah, well, anyway, it was delicious. But what we really want to do with y'all is make ourselves available. The NFAC doesn't just carry guns around. Bro, you got to get the mic right unless you're working for the congressman. Or Instagram. Right now, we breaking the internet. Y'all know that, right? We breaking there, everybody, they don't cut shit off, shit failing. Why? Because black people exercising black power. Black power. Y'all saying it like you never heard that before. Maybe you've been too scared. Maybe you want to say it for everybody that's been shot and died, or at the hands of the police, or somebody's been racially transgressed against. When I ask you this time, you should put your fist in the air, not because it's cute, but because you mean it. Black power! Now, I want to talk real quick, because I've seen a few of them out here. White people. I see a couple over here. They're not mad. Leave them people alone. Don't do that. They're not mad. The ones that's mad ain't here. The ones that's mad talk shit on the internet but never show up. The ones that's mad make threats but they never follow through on. The ones that's mad talk about we all got to get together to go down there because the black people doing something and only a handful show up. You see, they good at talking shit.
Good shit. Good shit.
But we ain't the ones that talk that shit to them. At the end of the day, everybody up here has fought for this country or worn the uniform, own houses, got good daytime jobs, but they sick of the bullshit, just like we are, just like you are. So we got to do one or two things, y'all. We all got to either get together once and for all, in spite of our differences. I don't care listen, who your mama, who your daddy was, or you know, what side of town you come from, or what set you claim, or none of that bullshit. We don't care about that. Just be black first. Everything else comes after that. Just be black. NFAC, put your guns in the air. I want y'all to look around. Put your guns in the goddamn air. I want you to look around. Every last one of these people is your brothers. And if we can arm ourselves like this and come down here from out of state, y'all can do the same thing right here and back these motherfuckers up. NFAC, put your guns down. ACP, you've done a fantastic job at putting this whole thing together. My man, Thomas, you've done a fantastic job. Also, hey, Baron, where you at? Come up here. This is the guy this y'all guy from the neck of the woods that put this together. I want y'all to give his brother a hand. He's the one that got on the phone, called me up after we left Louisville and said, you need to come down to Lafayette. It's bad down here, bro. It's real bad. And I'm gonna be honest, can I be transparent? Can I let y'all in on a secret? Just us. Just us, don't tell them. We good? This is the first city that we've come to where we ran into all kind of little problems that we never had. We still come. Even give me that fake ass apology. The point I'm making to you is y'all gotta do what you came to do. Don't let somebody when they've never done anything. They've been Stone Mountain, they ain't made a move yet. You ever heard the saying you can't bust a grape in a fruit fight? Yeah. They mountain, they ain't made a move yet. You ever heard the saying you can't bust a grape in a fruit fight? Every time I call these people out to stop threatening us when we come in peace, we've never broken anything, we've never shot anybody, we've never been arrested, we ain't broke a motherfucking law. But they think of us as a threat. But when the white militia come through, when the KKK won't march, they act like they came from heaven. I hate to be the one to break the news to a lot of y'all. I hate to get deep on you, but a lot of y'all know where I'm going with this. His chosen people, the elect, those of us 400 years is up. And if you won't move, he gonna move you. So we going one way or the other. You either going with us or you going with us. So we came down here today to hang out with you, encourage you, and I know they having a voter drive over here, but I gotta bring something up real quick. Look, y'all. It does you no good to register to vote if you don't vote. Even if it ain't shit worth voting for, still have the ability to vote. Now I'm gonna give you something that they're not gonna tell you. You shouldn't vote for anyone who does not agree to a list of demands for your race. I don't mean that they're making empty promises. I mean all y'all get together and agree that these are the top 5 things concerning us. And anybody that wants our political influence or wants our vote or wants our money, you got to agree to this shit. You got to do it. So if you think that police brutality is a problem for all black Americans, whichever candidate doesn't say I'm gonna try, says I'm gonna do it. That's who you should vote for. And right now, black people, you haven't put together that list yet. So how can y'all say who you gonna vote for? Why am I telling you to vote for some people that ain't gonna do shit for you?
They only come in your neighborhood when it's election time.
I know y'all don't understand this. Some people look, what the fuck does he mean? Look, listen. Right now, if I ask every last one of y'all to email me what you thought was the top 5 problems of the black race, I get a bunch of emails. And if I went through all of those emails, I could pick out what keeps coming up over and over again. Some of y'all gonna say the same thing. Some of y'all, well, maybe one or two of y'all will say some odd shit like bring back 8-track tapes, but that's not what we talk about. But everybody will agree that education is a problem. Everybody will agree that the redistribution of wealth is a problem. Everybody will agree that the judicial system is set against us and needs to be rebuilt. Everybody will agree that the policing system that grew out of the slave trade needs to go away and we need a different model. You see, that's what we all need to agree on. But before you vote for somebody, they got to come sit in front of the black community, the black nation, and say, I'll do all of that for you. Just put me in office. And then if you put them in office and they don't do it, we do it old school. You go up and then get their ass out of office, physically. Because they didn't agree and shit, okay? So they wanted me to encourage y'all to vote. But I'm telling you, yes, do register to vote, but don't vote for nobody who won't do nothing for you. Y'all figure that out? We good? Don't tell nobody I told y'all this. Now, I want to talk a little bit about two people. One of those I mentioned already, but there's a name that comes to my mind, Pellerin. Y'all act like y'all don't know who that is. Y'all ain't made no noise for this man that was shot down by the police simply because he tried to walk into a convenience store. That could have been you, or you. So I'm gonna say it again, Pellerin. To the law enforcement that's out here, let me talk to you a second. You say you got a hard job, but your job wouldn't be that hard if you treated us like human beings. Your job wouldn't be that hard if you treated us like U.S. citizens and not enemy combat zones. Your job wouldn't be that hard if you let us police ourselves. Your job wouldn't be that hard if you stop killing us first and then trying to answer questions second. De-escalate like you do everybody else. Now I'm looking around the crowd. I see a lot of people with guns, but I see something else. I see it in the face of this little girl right here, the sister right here, the brother right there, brother with his hand in the air over there, even the white guy right there that's nodding at me. You know what I see? I see hope. I see people who got some hope now. Because it ain't no fun when Rabbit got the gun. And if you look up here, it's like a whole goddamn kennel. Them got guns. And we loose. So we came there and tell you we love you. Dude, you know I love you. I tell you that all the time. Y'all don't love me. Y'all ain't gonna do it. I sound love you. This kind of relationship I'm in. See how they treat me? See how they do it? To the young black men out there, I'm talking to y'all for a second too. Brothers. Brothers.
Yes, sir.
Everybody grows up, but everybody doesn't grow into a man. If you're not willing to die to protect these women and these children, then you need to go back to your mama's house.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah.
Sisters, or you don't get off either.
Tell us about it, King.
There's a big difference between being a female and being a woman. The same way there's a big difference between being a woman and being a lady. And a black woman who is a black lady is the definition of a queen.
Yeah.
But there can be no queen without a king. And there can be no king without a kingdom. So y'all stop handing out titles that people are not worthy to walk in. Because if you're going to call yourself king, you got to stand for these people out here right now. After we gone, brothers, you got to step into your kingship. And instead of picking up the phone and always recording something, jump your ass in there. As long as the police are doing their job, you let them do their job. But when it ain't their job no more, I gotta tell you, this shit in America is not gonna stop until we stop it. Now let me say this, and I know y'all don't want to hear this. Nobody is going to respect a race of people who don't respect themselves. You decide you want to kill another black person because they got you wrong, but you won't do that shit to nobody else. You won't do it to the police. You won't do it to white people. You won't do it to anybody, but you'll do it on your own real quick. Don't you know that that's a, look, sister, I want you to, don't do that with me. I'm not that motherfucker, okay? I'm feeling you too, but I'm talking to I'm in a love affair right now. And you trying to be my side piece. All right, when we get done, okay? See, that's a sister. She ain't scared to speak. Y'all all gotta be like that. You gotta speak the power. And then you gotta let them know that at some point the talking stops. When a person stops talking, they're the most dangerous person in the world. That's why the NFAC don't talk. Y'all done did all the talking for us. That's why the NFAC don't chant and sing. Y'all have chanted and sung enough for us. What you haven't done, and I thought y'all would have learned this after I went down to Brunswick, Georgia for Ahmaud Arbery. I thought y'all would have picked it up when they threatened to kill black people on July the 4th. So we went up to Stone Mountain to see who they wanted to kill, and they weren't there. We thought y'all would have picked it up when we pulled up in Louisville for Breonna Taylor. And then it came back and cost them $165 million, plus another $13.5 million they lost in the casinos. We thought y'all would have figured it out. You still ain't figured it out, so let me help you out. Look at us. When you protest, this is what you should look like from now on. Stop bringing signs to a gunfight. Stop singing to your killers. Cut that shit short today. Organize yourselves. Be smart about yourselves. And remember this, as long, and I hate to quote Malcolm, but be courteous, be professional, but if they put their hands on you, or you see them putting their hands on your, don't drive by and take pictures. You send their ass to the morgue or to the hospital. Mainstream media don't want to show what's happening out here right now. How many of y'all follow me on Instagram? Raise your hand. Put your hands down. They shut my account down today. Because they knew I was coming to see y'all. They shut it down. They don't shut everything down. Because they don't want the truth getting out. So we could have been anywhere in the world, but we chose to come down here to be with y'all. Because we know that y'all need to see us, and the people that's fucking with you need to see us too. Oh, they big scared. Hey, come on, man. Let me get it together, bro. Get it together. Then they done raided the hotel we was in. Pulled up on me while I was at the Fiery Crab last night. I want y'all to understand something. It doesn't bother me. They do it. Not because we have guns. Let me try this. Oh, this one nicer. Ooh, I like this one. Yeah. I sound like I'm on a, yeah. Somebody about to win these tickets from me. On the cruise. The point I'm making is real simple. When you arm yourselves, Thomas Jefferson said, you go from being a subject to a citizen quickly. We got the subject in custody, but these are armed citizens. Because you respect a citizen, but you prosecute a subject. You all are treated as subjects of a crown that you're no longer under. And because you keep playing the game, they keep putting you in the game. I need to inspire somebody out here today that if you don't take anything else for what I'm telling you, I'm not doing anything that you can't do. I just got to the point where I said I'm sick of this shit. And I'm gonna do something about it. And for anybody that thinks that all these people popped up out of nowhere, don't forget, I started doing this shit by myself. And then I found out there's people that felt just like y'all that wanted to get in on the action. NFAC, where you at? And this is just the ones I brought. So I want y'all to understand we with you. We family. If y'all want to join the NFAC and start a chapter right here in Lafayette, Baton Rouge, New Orleans. Matter of fact, Sleep for the Rich, where you at? Sleep for the Rich, where you at? Sleep for the Rich, where you at?
Wake up!
His name is Nicky.
Sleep for the Rich, get your ass up here. Y'all know who Sleep for the Rich is? Sleepers for the Rich is a young black man that walked up on the white supremacists in Shreveport. Young brothers got sick of the bullshit. I recognize them brothers. But I want to see NFAC in every city down here. I want y'all to be like them, be like us. Join up with us. Stand your ground. And when you see something messed up happen, don't just be a witness to it. Do like these young brothers did. This is in your state where this happened. Sleep, where you at? Y'all seen the brother on TV. Sleep, Rich, come on, bro. Come on, Sleep.
Peace and love, Lafayette, Louisiana. I want to thank y'all for having us down here. I reside from Shreveport, Louisiana, and a lot of y'all may have first seen me on Instagram when I went viral. Them KKK guys tried to come down to downtown Shreveport thinking they about to bully some shit. My partner called me and he told me what was going down, and we didn't fucking hesitate not 1 minute. Me and my partners, we went out there and we answered the call. Me and some more armed men down in Shreveport. So I'm telling y'all down here in Lafayette, the bullshit stops with our generation. You heard me? And look here, hey, and like I told them boys in my city, all y'all so-called gangsters and the dudes that be in here killing your own people, you call yourself fucking steppers, you call yourself fucking killers and gangsters and shit. But when the real shit go down, you bitch ass in the hood. When the real shit go down, when them devils come around, you stand your ass in the hood. You still on Instagram, you on Facebook, talking shit, Twitter fingers. You know what I'm saying? You got a million excuses why you can't step when them devils come. But when it's your brother, you grow 7 feet tall behind your own brother. That's what I'm saying. Stand up when it's time. The white news reporter asked me, he said, why y'all black men down here with all these guns? I said, why not? Why the fuck not? Huh? Like I said, the bullshit stops with this generation. I want everybody, before I get to these guns, look here. Every young brother, I want you to learn a skill and a trade, man. Start you a business. And then hire your little partners to work for your business. And then after that, keep them fucking felonies off your record. If you got some non-violent felonies on your record, holler at some attorneys and get them bitches expunged off your record. So you can start carrying these guns and come and stand with your people when it's time. And just stop talking shit on the internet, on social media. Choose your side of the history that you want to be on, man. You want to be one of the ones that was on the internet talking shit? Or you want to say you was out here with that iron? Huh? Hey, peace and love to my man, John Master J, man. I thank you for having me, my man.
Y'all give it up and sleep for the rest one time. Man, if a young brother from Shreveport can do this, then we can do it in Lafayette, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, the whole 9 yards, right? So next time we come down here, there should be an NFAC chapter to host us. There should be an NFAC chapter here already, so the next time something happens, everybody won't be like, where the NFAC at? They should be like right around the corner. Because you should be a member. Now let me tell you something about this. We don't just have men, we have women. You know why? Because they're our equals. That's why. Even though we defend our sisters, we let them get it in too. Because that's their children that are being killed in the street. And since you want to incarcerate 1/3 of all of us and leave women to raise these kids with no man in the home, you can't fault them when they get upset and want to put a bullet in somebody's ass that shot their baby. I don't have the backbone to tell a sister, nah, you can't be with us. As long as you understand the risk. Come on. I hear a whole lot of talking, but I expect y'all to go buy some guns after this. I expect y'all to get your carry concealed after this. I expect to see you at the range after this. I expect you to get organized after this. And then I want you to police yourselves. Let me tell y'all what that means. People, y'all got this all fucked up. Hold me, help you out real quick. Hey, sleep, hold me real quick. Stop looking at me. Fascinated by these Lafayette people. I see. You see, there's two types of policing. There's what we call remote policing, and there's what we call community policing. Let me break it down. Let me teach you. Can I teach you a little bit while I'm up in here? Okay, here we go. You see, when you do remote policing, that's when some shit happens in your neighborhood, and you have to dial a phone number to some people who don't live in your neighborhood, and then they got to send some more motherfuckers who don't live in your neighborhood to come deal with what happened in your neighborhood. They are reacting to a situation. They don't know you. They don't know what goes on around your way. They don't know the customs. They don't know that all your people put air freshener in liquor jars. They don't know none of that shit. Community policing is different. Everybody know everybody. So you stop shit before it happens. You know who did it because everybody know everybody in everybody's family. You know who live in your hood. We know who the thieves are. Just don't lay nothing around him down. Don't lay nothing down around him. You know, he's a good dude, but just don't lay nothing down. He's a thief. We know him. Shit get missing, we know who did it. You understand? Somebody, you know, we know the boy got a bad temper. So somebody get knocked in the head, we know who did it. The idea is to stop the crime before it happens. Not wait until the crime happens. Because what y'all got right now is reactionary policing. They show up, oh, it's been a shooting. Let's just roll in this motherfucker and kill everybody. Whereas if we say, look, bro, I know you think about killing dude. I've been watching the whole thing go down. Don't do that shit, bro. You see what I'm saying? That goes a whole lot further than us waiting till the shit blows up. So that's community policing. You police yourselves so that the external police don't have to be called. Stop being a coward. I'm gonna say it again. I don't know when black people stop being afraid. Don't you know you're some of the most fearsome people on earth? Don't you know you're some of the most feared motherfuckers? Why you think they so afraid of you getting upset? Why you think they don't want us to lose it? And I'm gonna say this to all the white folks that it's no offense. It's no disrespect. but I know my people for real. If these motherfuckers melt down in this country, it's gonna be a hole in the middle of your country. You may kill all of us, but we taking a lot of you motherfuckers with us. Y'all have heard me say it many times. I'm gonna show up at the pearly gates early. They gonna say, what the fuck you doing? I say, I know I'm early, but I brought all these motherfuckers with me. Now I've been up here talking to y'all because I was gonna see if the congressman was gonna slide through and
Wait for it. It ain't gonna happen. He ain't even passing away.
he invited me to his home. I saw Get Out.
Chicken blood run around here. Chicken blood.
His boys are here. I'm cool with them, but
Chicken blood.
he ain't came yet, so
They got chicken
it's
blood.
time for me to introduce somebody that want to talk to y'all. We here though. I'm gonna fall back. They got a couple people want to say some things too, you know. But we here. We don't pull it up. Lafayette, Black Power. Let me introduce you to my man, Pots and Pans. I gotta tell y'all a story about Big Man real quick. I gotta tell y'all this real quick. They asked me on ABC News, they say, how did you go from being a presidential candidate to being a black revolutionary? I said, easy, 2 words. Donald Trump. When I ran for the presidency, there was another black man running also. He reached out to me and he said, let me be your vice president. That's this brother right here. And then 2 things happened to him. Donald Trump. Anytime the person who always talks you down calls you up to amp you up, it's serious. Let me introduce y'all to my man Verone Thomas, and he's gonna bring up some other people for y'all. But NFAC gonna hang out with you for a few minutes longer. And then, he ain't coming? All right. I guess we dressed up for nothing again. This is shit getting old, y'all. Verone.
How you doing, Lafayette? Thanks for coming out, and I want to thank Grandmaster Jay and NFAC for coming and staying with us in solidarity and unity. You know, when I called Jay, I said, Jay, we need to free the slaves, man. And he didn't know what I was talking about, because he thought the slaves was freed in 1865. But Louisiana was never free. Louisiana is the reddest spot in the whole world. There are more black people locked up in Louisiana than the whole world. That means we are enslaved right here in Louisiana. So, today was about demanding justice. We demand justice. We demand the United States government to review every case in the Louisiana prison system. As of right now, we know of 1,000 people in the system that are innocent. Even if one was in the system innocent, that's a case of slavery. And we know about the chain gangs. That never stopped. That's still going on in Angola. So, this is what I demand from the government. What I demand from you is to get involved with the whole political process. Yes, we got a voting drive, and we've been talking about voting, and you always hear it, go vote. We died to vote, we marched to vote, okay? Well, you don't have to tell white people to go vote. They know they got the right to vote. What I'm telling you now is to get on the ballot. We need more black people on the ballot. We need to make sure that we, when we go to vote, we know who we voting for. Look at what we voting for right now, Trump and Biden. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm going for Biden because he's a little bit better than Trump, but not that much better. When he left office, we didn't have one black person to take his place. And that's why I met Jay at. I was counting on him there, running for president, you know, hey, vote for me, vote for me. And Jay came along and said, nah, brother, let's do this for real, man. That's how you do this.
Everybody knows that.
Let's get real about it. And then, of course,
The American citizens do not pick the president.
then I ran for Congress. And I got to know Lafayette. I campaigned here a lot. And I fell in love with Lafayette. So when Veteran got shot in the back, I called Jay that same night. Jay got another. And I watched, and I campaigned here a lot. And I fell in love with Lafayette. So when Veteran, appreciate y'all. When I was watching Miss Marjorie and all the other activists, Jay started hearing about it. And I appreciate y'all. And then Jay started hearing about other cases and other people and other injustices. And he said, man, and of course the congressman, O'Higgins, I don't know, that was beneath his office. He called and said what he had to say, but Jay said, we definitely coming now because we see what's going on in Louisiana. So that's what I gotta say to y'all. Y'all get involved. Get involved in the whole political process. Let's go to the town halls, the rallies, the backroom meetings. We need y'all to get on the ballot. Not just vote, get on the ballot too. All right, and I want to introduce Miss Marjorie Broussard. This lady here is an angel. She's an angel. Yes. Give it up some more. Miss Marjorie Broussard. It didn't take long it didn't take much for me to get Ms. Broussard on board. Well, for real, I was joining. So I asked her, I said, well, Ms. Broussard, Grandmaster James, a friend of mine, he see the situation out here and he want to come to Louisiana. And she pulled all stops. All stops, put me with the right people, we got with the right meetings, and now NFAC is here. And I just want y'all to know this lady just did a real great job. So I'm going to pass the mic to her. She has a program for you with some speakers. Give these people your undivided attention. And once again, Lafayette, I love you.
Lafayette, we are here. And clearly, it's a new goddamn day. We know that this is something to be very proud of. My hats off to this gentleman here, Grandmaster Jay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely want to thank Mr. Barone for kind of connecting us. And when he first talked to me, I'm like, why me? I don't remember his answer, but it is me. And I just thank God, I'm so humbled by the opportunity to work with such wonderful people. Lafayette, we are here and we're not going anywhere. We need to know change does not happen instantly. It's a movement. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen next week, which is why we have to stay with them right here. How much space there is between my hand and my face? Right here. It's important that we stay committed. So I want you to repeat something after me. I like to say this from time to time. I understand that this is a movement. And a movement takes time. I promise myself I am in it for the long haul. I promise myself to vote for every officials accountable. I promise myself to stand against all hatred, regardless of what it is. I promise myself I will no longer stand on the sidelines. I am going to be involved. I'm going to do what it takes, when it takes, to get what we need to get. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, you have to be in it for the long haul. You have to be in it for the long haul. You have to be in it for the long haul. With that being said, I'm going to bring up the Chief of Minority Affairs, Carlos Harvin, to do a welcome.
We're fired up. We're fired up. Gonna make that change. We're fired up. Gonna make that change. My name is Bishop Carlos Harvin. I'm honored to serve as Chief of Minority Affairs for Lafayette Consolidated Government with the Office of Mayor President Josh Guillory. Grandmaster J, NFAC. Sisters and brothers, we welcome you to Lafayette for this day of solidarity. Put your hands together. Grandmaster J, we're honored to have you here today. You are a man of power and a man of peace. You've served our country in the military, and you ran for office in 2016 as a candidate for President of the United States. You're not somebody who sits on the sidelines complaining, but you're in the game. Let's give Grandmaster J another big round of applause. Thank you, sir. We welcome you because you have come to show solidarity with the African American community. And we also know, Grandmaster J, that you are willing to find common ground with anyone from any race, any color, any creed, who is willing to put themselves under a power that is greater than all of us, the power of Almighty God. Just over a month ago, our community lost a brother, a son, a friend named Trayford Pelham. His family and the people of Lafayette were still grieving. We're still mourning. We're in need of healing, Grandmaster J. NFAC, your presence today helps us know that you are with us to help us do that.
He's a traitor.
And as we remember Trayford, we remember all of our brothers and sisters who died in their encounters with police. For our loved ones and for those who have died, may God grant them eternal rest. Grandmaster J, we are glad that you are here today. From Crispus addicts to the Tuskegee Airmen, from blacks who fought in the Civil War to African Americans who served in Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan. You are continuing a legacy of struggle that started with our ancestors. From slave revolts on plantations to nonviolent sit-ins and lunch counters. You are the newest freedom fighters who have stepped forward to demand that America live by the words that we recite in the Pledge of Allegiance, with liberty and justice for all. As African Americans, we continue to show our patriotism for a nation that at one time is only 3/5 of a human being. But today is a new day. Like you, NFAC, we proudly stand behind the words of the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men and women are created equal. We also applaud you for how you are exercising your constitutional rights as citizens of the United States of America. You are practicing the words of the First Amendment, which says Congress shall make no law abridging the right of people peaceably to assemble. You are also practicing your Second Amendment rights, which says that the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Supreme Commander, you and the NFAC are showing us what American citizenship is all about. Your presence here in Park Sans-Souci has put Lafayette on the map. This is why we are the land of the free and the home of the brave. Let me hear you put your hands together. Thank you for your example. On behalf of Mayor President Josh Guillory and on behalf of the people of Lafayette, thank you for coming to our city. May God, who has begun this great work in you, bring it to completion. Much love to you, Grandmaster Jay. Much love, NFAC.
I need all NFAC members that's over there in that conversation, get your ass up here on the stage. I am not playing with you. I am dead fucking serious. Disengage from the conversation. If I have to tell you this again, it'll be your last trip with me. You ain't gonna change no minds out here. These people are entitled to their opinions. They have to live here. Don't argue with a motherfucker in their own house. Black up, NFAC, let them boys talk. That's right, y'all gotta let people express themselves. We don't stop nobody from expressing themselves. That's what makes this country great.
Anytime trying to represent us, that's a cool, man. Get it from down there. That's a cool. That's a cool, my cousin. I grew up with that man, and he's been a bishop all his life. I watched that man pastor me. That's a cool. Get his pussy ass from up there.
John Milton, ladies and gentlemen.
When them niggas killed Trick, but you
Hello,
wasn't there.
Lafayette.
You wasn't there when they killed Trick. You ain't do nothing.
We welcome our guests today, and I come even as a college clerk to say I'm all right with the guns in their hands and the determination in their hearts that there be a different day in Lafayette. For so long, we have asked for this and we've asked for that. Self-determination is what is at hand. For 4 scores and a quarter years ago, with the Brown decision, America adopted a policy that we are going to work toward integration. But if the rest of this nation will not accept black people in our place as equal to them, then we have to do what we see the example here in this organization. That is to take control over our own destiny. And I'm saying this to you, brothers and sisters of Lafayette, y'all know me. If no one stands up to answer this brother's response and his call that a chapter be established in Lafayette by next Saturday, I need somebody to meet me at Imani Temple at 9 o'clock in the morning so we can talk about that. Now, yes, I am a pastor, I'm a lawyer, but I'm also a Marine. And I know that most of your members are military members. Let me tell you something, church. Church. Y'all church.
That's
going to be
they
tomorrow.
force him to say that.
Let me say this to you. When Dr. King and Malcolm X had the debate about the issue of violence or nonviolence, Dr. King made a great point that the 22 million Negroes in America didn't have any guns. And we did not have the capacity to defend ourselves. But that was in the 1960s. When I was in the Marine Corps, every single NCO I ran into, I was in the officer corps, but every single NCO, the ones who trained me in combat tactics, every last one of them were black people. And the reason was that these senior men were leading our American military because after Vietnam, most whites got out of it and went to their homes. Most blacks tried to make a living for their families that stayed in. So now the times and the changes are different. And we must, brothers and sisters, rise up. We can demand justice. But when your demand keeps coming back empty, we must take justice. We must make justice. And so we invite you, our guests, Brother Supreme Commander. And thank you, Sister Margie, for leading us. I'm not shut up because I want to be short. Too many people need to talk to y'all.
So we know the name Trayford Pellerin, but do you know the name Victor White III? We're going to have his dad, Reverend White, to share a few words with us. Victor White III.
No justice? No justice? No justice? For 6 years, we're doing the same thing, saying the same thing. No justice, no peace. Lafayette, are we sick and tired of being sick and tired? And we've heard Sister Margie, she says now is the time, is the movement. We need everybody to come out. See, I have been brought into a fraternity, as well as the Pillorin family. Brought into a fraternity. I didn't volunteer for this. The Iberia Pass Sheriff's Department murdered my son.
Oh my God.
Murdered my son. Saying he did not have the right to walk from a store to his place of residence. And then on top of that, to insult us, they said he shot himself in the back while handcuffed behind his back. And also said he shot himself with the wrong hand. And guess what? It's still happening today. We are here to send a message that we're not going to stop until we get justice. We're not going to stop until justice is served. And most of you may not know, the individual, Justin Ortiz, that killed my son, is right down the street at the Youngville Police Department, doing the same thing there that he did in Iberia Parish. And imagine that. It continues. So we're asking you, when these things happen, we need your voice. We need you to get into action. We need you to be a part of it, not just coming and standing and showing up. We have action behind this. So I'm calling you to do the same. Stand with us so that we can go forward. No justice? No justice?
Thank you for that, Reverend White. Next we have Billy Mason. He drove in from Oklahoma. His son was killed in 2011 by law enforcement. Please give him a couple minutes. Oh my goodness.
Lafayette, how y'all doing?
Not good.
Bro, keep it real, my love. Not good.
Got a motion bill in court, and we did file a civil suit, which was dismissed after a year, and then we went appeal and got it fit the trial. We got the trial and got a verdict, except we got a split verdict. The jury said that they agreed that the officer violated my son's rights, and that he used excessive force, and he was unreasonable in doing so. But they gave him qualified immunity from being responsible for it. And we since then, we've appealed up to the U.S. Supreme Court, and they have denied the hearing qualified immunity cases, which leads me to believe that we have to push our lawmakers to pass laws that affect qualified immunity. Remember that, qualified immunity, that's how you're getting away with all this right now. Qualified immunity gives officers the benefit of the doubt. They can make a mistake and kill you and get away with it. Honestly, they can make a mistake and get away with it. So we have to get out there and push our lawmakers, the ones you want that we vote in, to revisit that. Right now, it's going to be a little tough to pass that with the Senate being Republican-led, because they don't want to touch it. But if we can win the Senate in November and hang on to the Congress in November and win the presidency, we might be able to get some things done. To the young people, and I've said this a lot, to the young people, the younger generation, be mindful of what you're doing, because you never know. You can leave the house, you're doing everything right, and run into that one bad cop having a bad day, and guess what? You're not coming home. You're not coming home. And then the sad part about it is you can be like me and my ex-wife were, fighting for justice and not getting any at all. So be mindful of what you're doing in your surroundings and who you're hanging around with, and be safe. Lafayette, no.
Y'all thought we wasn't gonna come down here. But we never stayed anywhere past Sunday. Because I hate to be real in the company of all of these proclamators of the gospel. Shit happens when the sun goes down. So even though we love y'all enough, I still gotta take care of my folks. So Lafayette, as we exit, you capture this on your phone. It's history. It's gonna happen again, but this is the first that has happened in Louisiana. We love all you. You're our brothers and sisters. And I could have been anywhere in the world, but I chose to come be with y'all. And so did the NFAC. NFAC, form up. We're going back the way we came. We want y'all to remember, the next time we come back, y'all should look just like us. We love all of y'all. NAC, form up. Lafayette, blackNFAC.com, you know how to reach us. NAACP, you know how to reach them. The ACLU, you know how to reach them. And every other activist organization out here, don't be quiet about it. Get together and do something about it. I'll see y'all soon on Facts Over Feelings or the morning winter. But it's for the NFAC, we got to go, y'all. We love all y'all. Black power? Black power?
It looked like his pants were hot, but it was anytime they moved brothers to see that big huh? That'd be nice.
Is Scott tossing to me? I don't have my reach yet. I'm on Unity. Yeah, mic check. 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Check testing 1 2 3. I hear Marla.
We got them way up there, but hopefully by the time we get up there.
Jeannie! She don't see. Jeannie! Jeannie!
Hey, Portia, what's up, my girl?
What's up, girl?
What's up, baby?
Exactly, and they kill your ass when you step out the damn car.
I got family in Montclair, East Orange.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm in the state.
Because we don't have one in PA. I know there's not
Northeast,
one
man.
where I'm from. Yeah, the Black Panther, they ran, what you call it, they ran them, boy, they hop in that car, they ran out. I think they find a couple of years ago, what y'all don't want to be a part of it, to give some okay, so I've been moving for 30 years. Tell us what y'all want us to get, man. Tell us what y'all need. Just tell us what y'all want us to get. We're going to move out the way. Tell us what you want us to get. We're going to move. What y'all want us to move? Yeah, because you got people coming through.
Yeah, we're going.
We don't want no problem, man. We'll get wherever y'all want us to get. Have a good day.
Matter of fact, let me hold one. You hold a couple of them. Jack.
Oh, I can put some on this.